Yo, what up? Welcome to Smash Talk. This is your man, Rolan Bluntz, back again on a Monday. It's April 12th, 2021. All right, now I know a lot of people ain't used to me doing shit like this during the week because, I'm a Friday show and things like that. And I try to bring pleasure and stuff like that to people if I can. But this show right now, this is one of them shows where it's just like, you know what? I had to post something because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. The world is going to shit right now. And I can't believe shit like this is happening in New York City right now. So I know I say this all the time, and I put my information out. I tell everybody what my Facebook page is. It's Rolan Bluntz on Facebook. That's ROLAN Bluntz, BLUNTZ. That's my Facebook page. I put this article up on my Facebook page because I wanted people to see it, and I really wanted to talk about it because as a father, this is so fucking disturbing. I wake up Sunday morning and on my phone it says I have brand new, you get new feeds on your phone. So I had new news article feed. And most of the time I don't pay attention to anything that comes by my phone as news. Like, the news is fucked up. It's like, fuck it, I don't really care about the news like that. Then I looked at the headline of this story. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this on my phone. No, you can't. It's too bright. Okay. The headline on this story says, New York parents seek okay to marry their own adult children. Now, what the fuck? First off, what kind of bullshit is that for you to even say? Because apparently, currently in New York State, it is against the law to do any incestual acts that will get you. It can get you up to 6 months. It can get you 6 months up to a year in jail for any incestual acts in the state of New York right now. So apparently there are a bunch of parents who want to get the law changed to make it okay to marry their adult children. What the fuck? I just want to know what the fuck is on people's minds right now. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, how the fuck do you think some shit like that is okay? You really think it's okay to say, you know what, I want to marry him, but this is your child. This is the person you pushed out of you. So here's the story in case you haven't seen it. All right. I don't know if my mic is working right now. This seems to be fucked up. I don't really know what's going on. If y'all can hear me, let me know. If not, I'll start it over and see what's going on. Here's the story. It starts out the New York Post. It says parents seek okay to marry their own adult children. I take my child to be my lawful wedded spouse. That right there was disturbing enough as it is. And now it goes on. A New Yorker who wants to marry their own... Whoa, my phone fucking up. A New Yorker who wants to marry their own adult offspring is suing to overturn laws bearing incestual practices, calling it a matter of individual anatomy, meaning like, oh, well, we're individually anonymous. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do, da-da-da. But like I said, this is New York State. Okay. The pending parents seek to remain anonymous because their request an action that a large segment of society views morally, socially, and biologically repugnant, according to court papers. Through the enduring bond of marriage, two persons, whether relationships they might otherwise have had with one another, can find greater levels of expression, intimacy, and spirituality. The parents argue that in Manhattan federal court, claim filed April 1st, legal papers gave to the barest picture of the would-be newlyweds failing to identify their gender, age, hometown, or nature of their relationship. The proposed spouses are adults. The filing says the proposed spouses are biological parent and child. The proposed spouses are unable to procreate together. Incest is a third-degree felony under New York law, punishable by up to 4 years behind bars, and incestuous marriages are considered void with spouses facing a fine and up to 6 months in jail. So, what in the hell? I mean, seriously, what in the hell? would make you want to say, you know what? I pushed this child out of my body. Now I know everybody loves their child, but there's a difference between loving your child and loving your child. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand this shit right here. This story, I saw it and I was like, I can't leave it alone. And it's not something that I could have waited till Friday to do because, as I said again, as a parent, as a father, it eats me up inside because I don't understand who the fuck thinks that something this disgusting is something that we should legally make happen. Like, oh, you know what? It's not your business if I want to marry my child. No, it's not our business. But you know what? It is morally, it is spiritually wrong. There's so much shit wrong with that right there. I don't even understand as a parent how you could even form those words in your fucking mouth to say, you know what, I want to marry my child. Now, I know a lot of parents who look at their kids and I love my kid. I love my kid to death. I love my kid to death. But those same parents ain't going to sit down and be like, you know what, I want to marry my child and sleep with my child and procreate with my child because these are the things you do in marriage. So you want to marry your child that you birthed or that you watch someone birth, because it could be male or female. It doesn't really state whether it's male or female, if it's two males, if it's two females. It doesn't really state. They just want to stay anonymous through the whole process, but they want to change the law so that they can marry each other and they are parent and sibling. This right here is some really disturbing, disgusting shit. And I want y'all people to understand, I don't want this to be broken down to be like, oh, that's some white people shit. Nah. This is inhuman shit. It got nothing to do with being white, black, or none of that shit. This is just inhuman shit. There should be no fucking way in hell that you, at any point in time, put in your head that it's okay to marry your offspring. The person you gave birth to, the person you helped create, is now the person you want to say, oh, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with and create children with this person. This is New York State now that we're talking about. Like, okay, I don't agree with it in backwater country, backwater towns and shit where it happens in those backwater states. I don't agree with that shit either. But to say that you want to do this shit in New York, come on, this is ridiculous. Now, what kind of shit is this? This is the kind of shit that I just don't understand. This is the kind of shit where I'll be looking at and go, you know what? Maybe there are certain people who just should not be allowed to have children. Like, you can't help who you have a child with. You can't help the kid being born. You can try to do whatever, but if it happens, it happens. But I feel like there should just be some kind of parental test that you can take after you have a child that determines whether you should keep your child or not. Because to say that you watched your child grow up, you bought clothes, you changed your child, you bathed your child, you watched your child grow up, and now as an adult, you're like, you know what? I want to be with my child. I want to sleep with my child. I want to marry my child. That is some sick fucking shit. All right? You should not be a fucking parent. They should take your parental rights away. They should take your children away. Like, this is some shit that I can't grasp my head around. Like, I talk about this shit forever because you know what? I saw this article Sunday. Yesterday, I saw this article. And it just ate at me. And I was like, you know what? I can't let this shit go. I'm to the point now where it's like, I can't let this shit go. I got to speak up on this. Now, whether anybody else sees this, whether anybody else wants to comment on this, whether anybody else has anything else to say about this is something that I have to get off my chest because you know what? This is disgusting. This is showing us that the fucking world is coming to an end. And I'm not one of those doomsday people that, yeah, it's the end of days and this, that, and third. But this shows right here that motherfuckers have no fucking common decency about the world anymore. You want to marry your own child. Really? What kind of, how bad off is your fucking life? First of all, how bad off is your life that you look at your child in the perspective of somebody that you would want to date and go out with? What kind of shit is that? That is some sick, off-the-wall bullshit, first off. I sit here and the more I think about it, the more pissed off I get. And y'all probably have never seen me talk about anything with more passion than I came on this computer right now and started talking about. Because this right here is some, oh my God. Parent or not, I'm a person of morals. And this is immoral to the point that I cannot believe somebody would actually want to do this shit. Like, I always say I don't believe that somebody should be persecuted for shit that they do, but this shit right here, this is some shit that I have to change my mind on that. Like, there's no way you could say some shit like that to me and I don't smack the shit out of you. Whether you know what I'm saying? I could be a regular person in the street and you bring this up and say, you know what? I love my kid enough that I want to marry my kid and be with my kid for the rest of my life. I'll smack the shit out of you because that's disgusting. What kind of shit? Like, how do you think? How does your brain turn? Like, you need some kind of fucking mental health to fucking sit down and say, you know what? I want to marry my child. Like, what? Like, I don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do a drug or something. And if you're doing drugs, stop doing drugs. Do whatever the fuck it is that made you think that shit right there. You need to stop. And I would hope that there's somebody out there that sees this video that's on the other side of the coin so that you can contact me and we can have a conversation about this. Because if you're a kind of person that believes it's okay to marry your own offspring, you know what? Get at me and I will put you on my show and we can have a discussion, a debate back and forth on the rights and wrongs of what the fuck you think is right in society. Because this is some bullshit. Oh my God. Like, I was having a good day yesterday and no, sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't just turn my phone on. But, I turned it on and I seen it and I read this and it just pissed me off. It got me to a state where I've never really been before like that as a parent. Like, I'm not even upset. I'm upset as a person, but I'm more upset as a parent to see that there are other people out there that think that shit like this is okay. Like, seriously, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with people. And for you to sit there and say, oh, you know what? It's not us. It's the state that's wrong. And the state needs to change. And the state needs to let us know. There is no place on this fucking earth that should allow you to say, you know what? I want to marry my child. Not just your child, even your sibling. You should not. There's no way. Y'all share the same fucking blood, the same DNA, the same. No. There should be no way that we're not an animal kingdom. And I mean, people have more respect for animals than they do right now. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck does it actually, like, where the fuck do you draw the line at? So that means, like, you got to think about it. You're saying you want to marry your adult child. So that means when your child wasn't an adult, you were standing there looking at them, debating on, the things you could do to your own fucking child when they become an adult. That is some sick, depraved shit. And there ain't nothing that nobody can sell me right now that's going to make me say, yeah, maybe I give them the benefit of the doubt. No. That shit right there, I can't wrap my head around the purpose of this shit. I cannot wrap my head around how anybody could sit there and want to go to a court of law in front of a judge and be like, yo, Your Honor, you got to give me the permission to marry my own child because I love them that much that I can't find anybody else to be with but the person I gave birth to. Like, are you fucking serious right now? Let me tell you something, people. I love my daughter to death. I would never look at my daughter in that kind of way. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? And again, like I said, it comes back to the point of this is not something that just happened. It's not something that you don't just wake up one day and just be like, yo, I want to marry my child. You don't just wake up and do that shit out the clear blue. You don't. And now you want to get mad and sue New York because New York is not going to let you do this shit. Come on, this is like, oh my God. Again, like I said, anybody that sees this video, if you haven't read the article, go on my Facebook page. Rolan Bluntz, it's on Facebook. Rolan Bluntz is right there on my page. I posted the story. I posted a link to the article. I'm going to try to post a link to the article at the end of this video and see if it'll let me do it and see if I can. Because this right here, people need to read this shit. Get up on this shit and protest. This. Now, see, when it comes down to protesting shit, this is the kind of shit people need to be out in the street protesting. This is the kind of shit people need to be out in the street saying, yo, you know what? This is morally fucking wrong. This is not the kind of shit that needs to be going down. This is not the kind of shit that you need to be asking the courts to let you do. And, like, I'm serious. Like, I don't go fuck anybody out there that's a parent that is not appalled by the shit you're hearing or by the shit that you might have gone on my page and I posted and you read. If you're not appalled by that, I don't know what kind of parent you are because that is some sick shit. And whoever this person is, yo, they need to be strung the fuck up. Took us somewhere and strung the fuck up, really, literally, quartered. And I mean, if you don't know what quartering is, it was an old school, it was like an old ancient term. It was an old ancient way of punishment where they tied all four of your limbs to 4 different horses and pulled them all in the same direction. And I mean, if you don't know what quartering is, it was an old school, it was like an old ancient term. It was an old ancient way of punishment where they tied all 4 of your limbs to 4 different horses and pulled them all in the same direction. 4 different horses and pulled them all in the same direction. You like seriously, there should be some real something done because this is disgusting. This is the kind of shit that fucks your head up when you read it and you go, what the fuck is wrong with the world, yo? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Again, there should be some kind of fucking test that you have to take to determine whether you should be a parent or not. Because this right here, This is unacceptable on so many fucking levels. I mean, this is unacceptable to the extreme. To the extreme. You know, and like I said, I try to come on and I try to be a person that, you know, I'll say things and I'll try to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll try to make light of the situation. Sometimes I make a lot of jokes and things like that. But this right here is something that I can't joke about. This right here has me passionately enough to speak that, yo, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand how more people cannot be appalled by this situation by reading some shit like this. Yeah, you can't control what other people do with their children. I understand that. But I mean, come on. There's a point in time when you draw the line. And if you're somebody who knows somebody that's like that, you got to step in and just be like, yo, there's something wrong with you. Like, ACS need to take your children. You need to do some kind of jail time or get some kind of fucking mental help or something. Because this goes beyond. This just goes beyond a lot of shit that I've seen, that I've read, that I've heard about. I mean, and there's a lot of things that may get on my nerves to the point where I'm like, oh, that's bullshit. That's fucked up. But this is one that got on my nerves to the point where it's like, you know what? I got a public platform and I'm going to speak out on this because I can't. I just can't. I can't see stupid shit like this. And I can't see shit like the immoral shit like this where it's like somebody who's really serious, like you're really serious, like you really want to sue New York State because New York State won't let you marry your own child. Oh my God, what the fuck is next? Like, where does shit like this stop? Where do you draw the line? Like, where does somebody draw the line? Where does a court draw the line and go, you know what? We're not even going to fucking acknowledge this lawsuit. This is fucking stupid. It's already a law, and you want us to change. You want to sue us to change a law so that you can do something that's immorally disgusting. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, this is the most bullshit I've ever heard in my life. And like I said again, it just pisses me off so much. Like, oh God, yo, I gotta calm down right now. You know, I gotta do a lot of things right now because this right here, I don't. Ooh, this is ridiculous. Like ridiculous. Like, Jesus Christ, people, can we do something? I mean, like something. This right here, I can't understand how anybody thinks that shit like this is okay. I don't understand how nobody else can look at this and be like, yo, we need to fucking find this person. Like, you want to be anonymous? Don't be anonymous. You love your child so fucking much that you want to marry them. Why the fuck do you want to stay anonymous? Why the fuck don't you want people to know who the fuck you are? Let somebody come and talk to your ass to find out what the fuck is going on. You cannot be that lonely in life. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell that you can be that lonely in life that you have to look at your child in a way and go, you know what? I want to be with my child. I gave birth to this motherfucker, but you know, I can see myself sleeping with this person every fucking night. I can see myself being with this person for the rest of my life, having children with the person that came out of my birth canal. What, yo? Oh my God. Like, this shit right now, this is some shit I cannot believe. Like, sometimes I really do feel like, you know, this is why I don't watch or read the news, because every now and then some shit comes out that I just feel like this shouldn't even be news. Like, this shouldn't even be news. Like, as soon as you went to a court or a lawyer to try to even get any kind of lawsuit drawn up, that lawyer should have called the police on you right then and there and had you arrested. Like, there should be no way that, and there should be no lawyer in the world that want to take this case to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to help you marry your child. What the fuck, yo? Ain't enough money in the goddamn world to make me say I'm gonna do some shit like that, help somebody do some shit like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe I'm fucked up. I don't think so. I think this is the most fucked up shit I've heard in a very, very, very long time. And I mean, like I said, I don't really watch the news. I look at news articles that go by, and you know, I look at shit and I'm like, okay, well, it serves the world right. You know, y'all went this, y'all did that, y'all did this, y'all did that, you know, and you jump on shit without knowing shit. But this right here is something that I feel like more people need to jump on in a negative way. Like, fuck it. You want to protest shit? You want to protest about dumb shit? You want to protest about shit you can't change? I understand you have the free right to do it. But you know what? Here's some shit right here that should be protested because, you know, This shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even be up for debate. Like there should be nowhere, anywhere that's like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a lawsuit because you won't let me marry my child. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like seriously, I would never, ever, ever. See, I can't. And then you're like, oh, but he's an adult. They're an adult. They're an adult. Yes. Okay, so that just means what? They're over 18, they're over 21, but they're still yours. They're still your blood. They still came from some part of you, be you male or female. They came from some part of you. And you think it's okay to do that. You think it's okay. Yo, go to church, get Jesus, get a fucking mental life coach. I don't know what the fuck you need to do, but you need to do something because this is disgusting. This is something right now where I seriously, again, I feel like instead of writing an article, that person should have just got arrested right then and there. Like as soon as you came out your face and said this shit, it was like, oh, I want to sue New York because you won't let me marry my offspring. You should have been locked the fuck up. Right now, you should be under a jail somewhere with somebody looking at you like, yo, you're a dumb son of a bitch. Like whoever the fuck you are, man, like I said, male or female, because this is disgusting. This is like, what the fuck? We as parents are supposed to protect our children, watch them grow, watch them prosper, do whatever we can to help them be better than us. We're not supposed to look at our children as some kind of as somebody we would want to be with and sleep with for the rest of our lives. That shit right there, I can't comprehend how anybody can do that. And like I said, the story was one of those that it's just like, yeah, I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to do it. I didn't even have to go live. I didn't have to worry about it. It got nothing to do with me. But I'm a parent, so it annoys me. It annoys the fuck out of me. I mean, I can't fathom. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't fathom it. I can't understand. I can't see. Any of it. I can't picture any of this because it's just something that you're not supposed to do. You're just not. Like, fuck, it's against, it's a law. It's called incest. It's against the law to do this shit. But yet now, this person or this couple wants to change the law. So you want to change the law so that people can sleep with their offspring. Like, that's disgusting. That really is. That really is. Here's one of those times where I probably do wish I had Nick Cole here so she could chime in with her opinion on this because she is a mother. She does have children. And, I would like the opinion of more parents. Like, I would like to know. And I mean, I say this all the time to people, and I know that some people just look at the show and they watch it and they hear me rant and they go, oh, okay, da-da-da. But, I want people to comment on this. I want parents to look at this and comment on this. I want to know how people feel about this because this is something that really needs to be stopped. I mean, we should come together as a bunch of parents and find what the fuck is going on or make some kind of petition that whoever started this should be the person to get arrested because this is disturbing and disgusting. And with everything else that's going on in this world, this is not something that you want to fucking see in the news that somebody is seriously trying to do. What you gonna do? You gonna blame it on COVID? Oh, COVID had me locked up in the house so long that I just found my child attractive and I have to marry them. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. There's no way in fucking hell that you should think like this. There's no way in hell that any kind of thought like that should cross your fucking mind, period, whatsoever. I mean, what so fucking ever. Oh, man. And let's see. Let's go back. Let's go further into the article. Where did we stop at? We stopped at, oh, yeah, you can face up to 6 months of jail. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. You gotta give me a minute. Like I said, this shit right here, this article just goes on and on and on. And it's just, oh my God. Like I said, I posted this on my Facebook page. So go to my Facebook page, Rolan Bluntz on Facebook, ROLAN BLUNTZ, and you'll see this article. And like I said, I'm gonna try to see if I can post a link because I copied the link on my computer. I'm gonna try to see if I can post the link after the show, put the link down there so people could click on the link and read this, because I know a lot of people might think I'm making this up and I'm just saying shit just to be on YouTube right now. But no, like if you know me, you could generally tell when I am passionately upset about something, and this is something that like I said again, as a father, as a parent in general, I'm passionately upset that somebody would do this. And I'm more upset that the news would cover this shit. Like they ain't got nothing else to fucking cover. This is one of them stories that you look at and you go, nah, it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it, because to post this is going to get a lot of people upset who read this. Because now I feel like the world is going to shit. The world is going to shit when people feel like, you know what, I need to sue the state that I live in so that I can have the right to marry my own offspring. The world is going to shit. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would you want to do that? I don't know. You know, I mean, reach out to somebody. Like, talk to somebody. Like, I mean, if you feel you have those feelings, find a counselor to talk to. Yeah, it's immoral, it's wrong, but you know what? Maybe if you talk to a counselor, maybe they can help you through it. Because this is not something that you need to sit there. Like if you don't see yourself as having a problem by looking at your child in that way, then you really do need some kind of mental or psychiatric kind of fucking help. Because there's no reason for you to look at your child. And I feel that way, not just about this story, but I mean in general. Like even in those backwater states where incest goes down and I married my cousin, and y'all need professional fucking help. All right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, that's your family. You run the same blood. Like, that's just not something that can happen. Like, all right, I understand if you're like distant cousins, you don't know each other or something like that. But then even if you find out, fucking end that shit. Because it's still family, and that's still disgusting. It really is. It really is. And you know, it's worse when it's children. It's worse when it's children and you look at this and you look at a story and you see that it's somebody's own kid. Like the worst stories I could ever read is when I see stories about something that happened to somebody's own child and they just let it fucking happen. You know, so this right here is not even a thing of letting it happen. It's a thing of, yo, you shouldn't even think that way in the first place. Like, why? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck made you think that you know it's okay and this is something that just goes down naturally and like nobody would have a problem with it if you did it? Really? I got a problem with it. I don't even fucking know who these people are, and I got a fucking problem with it because this is disgusting. So I'm really hoping that like at some point in time, a judge looks at this and just goes, you know what? This is a waste of the court's time. And not only throws this shit out, but arrest the motherfuckers that wanted this shit done. Because at the end of the day, you know, I can't just blame one. You can't just, I mean, it's disgusting that it's a parent that wants to do it, but it's also disgusting the fact that as a child, you will say you want to marry your parent. What the fuck? I mean, you know, yeah, I've been sitting here bashing parents, but let's get on the kid too. Like, there's something mentally wrong with you. What the fuck happened to you in your life that you think that this is okay? Shit like this is not okay. Shit like this is far from okay. And I mean, if you feel like you have those feelings, talk to somebody. Go find some kind of therapy. Go get some kind of outlet. Do something other than sitting there going, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to marry my child, because that is disgusting. You will never be accepted anywhere you go. I mean, seriously, like people are gonna always look at you and talk about you. Like where the fuck you think you're gonna get peace at? Where do you ever think you're gonna go and get peace at? Because at the end of the day, you're married to your child. Well, how are you gonna explain that? What can you say? I mean, you're like, yeah, I got children. Okay, well, where's your children? My wife. Your wife is your child? Like, come on, man. That's some unexplainable, just some unreal bullshit. Like that shit that you don't even fucking see in movies. Like, this is some unreal bullshit right now. And again, it pisses me off more because this is New York. This is New York. This is the city that never sleeps. This is the city where motherfuckers don't play shit like this normally. You know what I'm saying? Like the Big Apple, we don't do shit like this. This is not we're not one of them backwater states where shit like that goes down. I figured there'd been more parents. Like, okay, where's the other parent in this situation? Where's the other parent to be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you think it's okay that you're gonna marry my kid? Like, what the fuck? Have you lost your fucking mind? Like, what? Where's the justice in this? Like, I don't understand this shit right here. I can't wrap my head around it, and it upsets me to the point that I can hardly talk about it, but I'm trying to like make words and keep up because, you know, again, it's not my kid. It's not my life. But as a parent, it is something, you know, I can't. You know, I see too much shit in the news where I'm like, as a parent, that pisses me off because that could have easily have been my child. You know, I think about shit like that. I think about shit like that all the time. And, you know, I just feel like that's fucked up. And a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about that whole situation where the dude beat up the Chinese dude on the train because the Chinese dude called him a nigga. At the end of the day, again, it's like I said then, I say it now, it's just words. You can't attack somebody for what they say because that makes you look worse. You're going to attack ignorance with ignorance. That's fucked up. And this situation right here is just as bad because it's like, yo, you fucking think that it's okay. Like you're sitting there like, ain't nothing wrong with me telling a judge that I'm in love with my child to the point that I want to marry him, procreate with him, be with him for the rest of my life. That, no. The devil is walking the earth right now. I shit you not. There's something really backwards in the world when shit like this goes down. And it's even sadder for me that this shit had to happen. Like, I had to read this shit like 2 days after just being so upset over DMX passing away. And then I read some shit like this that makes me even more upset because now I'm thinking as a parent, like, this is some nasty, disgusting shit. But please, and I'm begging, I beg, and I implore y'all, anyone who watches this video, as a parent or not, leave a comment and let me know what you think of this situation. I mean, like I said, yeah, it's really none of our business. I mean, people are going to do what the fuck they want to do with their children or whatever. But you know what? As a parent, just the morality level of it is enough to just fucking get you tight and pissed off. So, you know, yeah, I'd like to know what people think about this. Like, I really do. Like, this is one of those times where it's just like, I would be hurt if people watch this video and nobody left a comment whatsoever. It would hurt me more because then I feel like people just think that that the morality of the world is gone and that there's no more morals and this, that, and the third. Yes, I understand. Again, I'm going to say it. Ain't shit we can really do about it. But you know what? I would like your opinion on this matter just so I can understand, so I can see and understand how other people feel about it. Because I personally, I feel so bad. Like, I feel terrible. This is disgusting me to the point where it's just like, I don't understand how anybody, and I mean anybody, can see that this is okay. And again, if you're one of those people out there and you're on that side of the spectrum that you feel that this is okay, contact me because I want to have a discussion with you. Hey, wherever you are, I will pay for you to come to be on my show and we can talk face to face and have a decent conversation about this. I'm not going to persecute you. I'm not going to come at you in any kind of way. We're going to have a conversation because as a parent, I'm on one side of the spectrum that I just feel like maybe because it's me. And yeah, again, this is my public platform, so I'm going to give my opinion. But maybe, you know, because of the fact that I'm a parent, I'm coming too hard or whatever based on how I feel. And I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to sit down and talk to somebody who's on the other side of the coin, and we can have a discussion on how you feel that this is morally right. Because I don't. Like, this is something that, you know, it goes beyond just we see it and we think it's wrong by God. All right? And I'm not the most religious person in the world, but Jesus, some things you just look at and you just got to just be like, when God punished them, when God do something to them, because this is against everything we were taught. This is against everything we were told and taught growing up and all of that. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that, again, I'm at a loss for words because I can't understand how somebody could wrap their head around the fact that this is something that they want to do. This of all the people out there, of every fish in the sea, this is the one that you decide that you want to catch and be with. I don't get it, people. I don't get it. And again, like I said, sometimes maybe it is me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't. Maybe I look at this shit differently. Maybe I hold shit a little too hard just for the simple fact of I am a father. But this right here, I can't. I just can't. I will never condone it. I will never wrap my head around it. I would hope that the judges, the lawyers in this whole case, in this whole situation, just throw this shit out and send these people to get some kind of fucking help. Like, seriously, because again, to condone someone for it, fine, yeah, you can have your opinions on it and all of that, but if you don't send somebody to get help for it, then it's not going to do anything to sit there and bitch about it. Like, I could bitch about it because I'm a person, and as a parent, I'm going to bitch about it. And believe me, if I had the power to do something about it, I would send those people to get help. I would send them to get somebody to talk to or something, because again, you have natural thoughts, and I know people go, you can't control how you feel or who you have feelings for. That's bullshit, because at some point in time, you got to realize and look at a person and be like, nah, that's my child, that's my offspring. Those feelings, I can't have those kind of feelings for my offspring. Fuck out of here. No. If there's anybody out there that thinks that they could justify that shit, drop me a comment and justify that shit for me, because this is unjustifiable. And again, it's something that it passionately affected me for the simple fact that it's a Monday. This is a Monday. This is my day off from work. This is the only day I sit home. I don't do nothing but play Xbox all day long and watch wrestling at night. But this affected me so much to the fact that I have to get on this computer right now in front of this camera and speak my mind on this, because I am pissed off that this is even something that they will decide to make a news article. That this is something that they would decide to let people know that somebody else, sick-ass mind, has decided to do. This is something that you looked at and you didn't just throw the fuck out and say, you know what, this is not going to happen. This is something that you actually was like, you know what, we got to make news and we got to let people know this and we got to let people know that. I can't. People, I just can't. I can't. If you don't have anything else to do in the media right now but to piss people off with news stories, take a step back and think about it. Like, is this really news? This is not really news. This is not news. This is disgusting shit that shouldn't even. If this is news, then the world is going to hell. Seriously. Because this is something that nobody out there can wrap their head around. Again, because like I said, if you can wrap your head around it, drop me a comment. I will pay for you to come onto my show in front of this computer, and we will talk about it. I am not beyond having guests to talk about the shit that I talk about, to share their opinions on the shit that I talk about. I'm not beyond that. And this is one of those subjects where it's just like, yeah, you know what? You want to talk about it? You got something to say? I will put you on my platform. You can talk. We can talk. We have an open conversation, because I want to know personally what goes through the head of somebody who thinks like that. Like, what the fuck is going on in your brain that would make you think that something like that is perfectly okay? And not just perfectly okay, but perfectly okay to bring out into the public. But you so want to get rid of this law so that you can marry your offspring so bad, but yet you still want to remain anonymous because you don't want people coming down on you for the disgusting shit you're thinking in your head. So maybe you need to sit back and think about, It's not worth me doing it if I'm not proud enough to stand up and let people know I'm the one that want to get it done. If there's anything that you say you're passionate about, but yet you want to remain anonymous when you do it, then you're not that fucking passionate about it, apparently. Because the story starts off with they want to remain anonymous because they know what they're doing is immorally wrong. But why remain anonymous if you're so strong about it that you want to get the law changed? You want to get the law changed because there's no place you can go in New York City that will marry you because you're related. Your mother and son, your father and daughter, however the fuck the shit may go. And there's no place in New York that will do that. But now you want to get the law changed. You're so passionate about it, but you don't want nobody to know who the fuck you are. I'm challenging you right now on YouTube, on my show, online right now to come forward and talk to me. Come to me. Let's talk about this. Because you don't want to say who the fuck you are in the news. You can say who the fuck you are to me, and we can talk about this online because this is some bullshit. And I would like to meet the person or persons that think that this shit is okay enough that you want to sue New York State to change this fucking law. I want to sit down and have a conversation with you. I want the people to hear what you have to say and how you feel that this is right. Again, this is something that when it comes to children, I'm going to tell you people now, when it comes to children, I am so passionate about it. I mean, there's so much there. I have had arguments. I have had fights. I have had so many different conversations over the past year about shit that's happened to our children that nobody seems to give a fuck about. That pisses me off. All right. I don't even want to go there right now, but this is something else again that I just feel so morally wrong. Like you're fucking yourself up, you're fucking your child up, and you don't even look at that perspective of the fact that you're fucking your child up for life with some shit like this. This is some sick shit. You don't think that you or your child need to get help if you both think that you're attracted to each other, that you need to be with each other and sleep with each other and marry each other, that you don't think you need to seek some kind of professional help. Well, God damn it, like I said, I'm a challenger. If you don't want to talk to anybody, you can talk to me. I'm not a mainstream media, none of that shit. But you know what? As a parent, I want to have a conversation. I want to know what the fuck is on your mind. I want to know what the fuck makes you think this is some shit that's morally right enough for you to fucking fight to have the law changed to get it done. And again, like I said, you're so passionate about your belief, but you want to be anonymous in doing it. You don't want the world to know who you are. You don't want your neighbors to know who you are. You don't want other people in your family to know who you are. But you're so passionate to get this law changed. So why don't you step up and show your face? Step up and talk to somebody. Talk to me. I'm challenging you to talk to me because I want to know what's going on. I've never been more passionate about anything in my life right now because, like I said, when it comes to children are the most important thing in the world. Because they are our fucking future. And there's to be no reason that anybody does anything to fuck up any child's future for your own personal fucking gain. Again, like I said, anybody watches the show, you see this video, you want to leave a comment, say something, I get back to you. You are on the other side of the spectrum and you want your opinion to be known. Say something to me. I'll bring you on my show. We can talk. Because this is a subject that I can go on. I can do shows, and I mean shows with an S on the same subject. I can do shows with an S on just children alone. And how the fuck I feel and I think that we need to change the perspective of the way we look at shit so that our future can be ensured that it will survive. Because the way we look at shit now, our future ain't going nowhere. Period. Our future is going to be the same way it is now is the way it's going to be in the future if we don't step up and make some kind of changes. All right? Now I don't want to drift from one subject to another subject because then it just seems like I'm out here ranting. And I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm a ranter like that. Don't get me wrong. I will rant on shit if it pisses me off and it annoys me. But this is not like right now, this was just me being mad about that certain news situation. But it can lead to other things. I wanted to go there because, like I said, I've had discussions all last year, about my differences of opinions on the way things have been going in this world. Okay? But this was a show that I just had to rant this, get this off my mind, let people know exactly what's going on. Like I said, I know a lot of people probably don't read news stories, and I really don't know if it was posted on TV because I never watched the news on TV. But it just so happens that this came across my phone, and I feel like sometimes God brings things across to me because it's something that he wants me to see and he wants me to voice my opinion on. Because anybody who knows me knows if I see something that I don't like, I'm going to voice my opinion on it. Whether you want me to or not, I'm going to say what I feel about it. And now I feel since I started a platform and I can do these things and I can get these rants out, and I can get these raves out, and I can get messages out to people, I'm going to do it. And again, my message out to the people right now is that I feel like more and more people need to read this story. More and more people need to feel appalled by this story, and we need to do something about this. Make these people come to light. Make these people come out in the justice and say who they are. Come face to face with your demon, with the shit that you started. Come face to face with it, because you can't just go out and say something and say that you're passionate enough that you want to change a law about it, but you don't want nobody to know who the hell you are. So how passionate about it can you actually be if you still want to remain anonymous? These have been my opinions and these have been my views. This is the shit I think about, and this is the shit that eats me up, and this has been eating me up since I read this story Sunday. So again, anybody who watched this video, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out to listen to what I had to say. Leave a comment, drop a post, subscribe, like. I don't care what you do, but if you think that this is something important to you, let me know, because you know what? Like I said again, I can do shows and shows and shows on things like this, because things like this are the things that annoy me. Things like this are the reason why I started Smash Talk, to talk about shit that I feel a lot of people don't want to talk about or have a bunch of opinions about, and you want to get it out. Like this is why I've always said this from day one. Never be afraid to leave a comment. Never be afraid to say what you have to say, because I'm going to say what I got to say, and I want you to say what you have to say, because I want to hear what people have to say about situations like this. Now, it's been early in the day. I posted this show way before it got dark. So you know what? It's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I got other things I got to do today. I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to me and listen to everything that I have to say. And again, drop a comment. Let me know what you feel about it. I will try to leave the link. If I can't leave the link here, look on my Facebook page, Rolan Bluntz on Facebook. The link is there. The whole story is up there. Just pop on it and you can read it. Let me know what you think. All right? Again, I'm Rolan Bluntz. This has been Smash Talk, and I appreciate everybody who tunes in, who listens, who comments, who likes, who subscribes. All right? Until next time, y'all be safe. Love you, Squishy. Later.